Most people have no idea that what they call life could be just like an experience that Jake is having in the movie Avatar. In that movie, Jake was using a dry immersion pod in order to connect with his body. Okay? The immersion program is one of the most metaphysical and technological systems used in our galaxy. It's used by countless and various star races to insert non terrestrial consciousness into the Earth body for the purpose of experiencing, observing, and intervening in the human timeline. It operates like a hyper advanced multidimensional virtual reality system that merges consciousness transfer, quantum harmonics, and biological interface technology to stimulate what we think of as life on Earth. The immersion program isn't the same as incarnation. In incarnation, the soul naturally makes its way into a newborn fetus via frequency match or resonance with memory loss and time constructs embedded into the Earth matrix. But with immersion, consciousness is streamed from a pod, often aboard a ship, out in deep space, or a central pod facility back in your home world. You may be living a remote controlled life right now, like I am, and not even know it. Many immersion participants have done this across several lifetimes, many worlds, and different civilizations. We're quite advanced and complex beings. So in the Taigetan system, the body is kept alive in a stasis pod, okay, sustained by advanced AI biological systems. That body is real. It's not dead, nor is it in comatose the way we understand it. It's dreaming and it's alive and it's in deep neural suspension, held in a timeless delta-like state where the bodily processes are slowed down to nearly zero. These civilizations use a mixture of wet pods and dry pods depending upon how long you're gonna stay on Earth. They're outfitted with biometric monitors, vibrational harmonizers, and transdimensional neural link systems that allow for direct consciousness projection into the human avatar. The immersion happens by locking the consciousness frequency of the person to the resonance field of the pre-designated biological vessel. This vessel may be a newborn human. In the case of reptilians, they're using this technology for clones or genetically engineered bodies. You know, in some cases, starseeds have this walk-in arrangement where the previous soul is going to leave and the new consciousness enters. So you can understand that this interface is not mechanical, it's vibrational with prenatal agreements. It relies on manipulating the frequency of thought itself, aligning the source signal of the starseed with the brainwave and DNA template of the human body. Now, here's the tricky part. Because time is not linear, there's a time slip. Who knows how many days or weeks or months are going to pass in your pod? Well, you have 30 or 40 years or 80 years on Earth. And sometimes one person can be immersed in multiple timelines, different bodies, different locations, even different planets, all simultaneously. That's how powerful this system is. So you can imagine that the immersion program collapses the illusion of singularity. You're no longer just a person on Earth. You're a galactic consciousness plugged into planetary interface for a specific mission. So that brings us to the mission itself. The purpose of immersion isn't just exploration and curiosity. It's strategic, it's spiritual, and it's existential. We can all agree that Earth is a contested zone. It's a vibrational battlefield. It's under siege by parasitic consciousnesses and invasive technology. And guess what? The Federation just allows it all, saying that it's a free will experiment. But many star races disagree with this passive stance. Okay? The Taigetans especially, and the Swarunians. I personally disagree very much with it. You know, once I got down here again, anyway, I'm not quite sure who invented the immersion program, but I know the Taigetans had a strong hand in it. So who signs up for this? Guess what? It's you. It's me. It's the Starseeds. It's the volunteers. It's the people who want to raise the frequency of Earth. We want to assist humanity in reclaiming its sovereignty. That is the ultimate goal. But there's a cost. Because once immersed, the veil is real. The signal passes through a dense electromagnetic soup of Earth's destructive frequencies, which is then distorted by mind control, 5G, synthetic AI, low frequency emotion loops generated by the media, trauma, social manipulation. This means that most immersed souls forget who they are. They forget their mission. They give in to suffering. They identify with the body, with the story, the fear, the trauma. And yet, some remember. Are you one of the ones who remember? Have you seen your pod or your body in dreams or visions? Do you feel like so homesick for a world that you can't quite pinpoint why? Do you get physically sick when you're around Wi-Fi or EMFs because you're highly sensitive? I know that I have before. I'm protecting against that now. So some of us are repelled by the dense food, the chemicals, the lies, the violence, not because we're just sensitive, but because we're not native to this world. Okay? The architecture of immersion interface includes multiple levels. The ship systems use plasma-based crystalline harmonics to maintain a continuous link between the pod and the avatar. These are quantum entangled systems that operate outside of time, meaning that the feedback loop between you and your real body is constant, even if you're unaware of it. Updates, healing pulses, memory corrections, and vibrational recalibrations can be sent from the pod to your Earth body through bursts of high frequency energy. Many starseeds feel these sudden shifts. A shift in perception, a download, or a knowing, a deep knowing, or a full body vibration during a meditation or sleep. Then there are the walk-ins, the walkouts, and the splits, which I have a lot of experience because I'm all of them. A walk-in occurs when the original human soul leaves through trauma, contract completion, or agreement. That happened to the soul that was in this avatar before me. Okay? And then a starseed enters the body. The walk-in, allegedly, it depends on the settings on the pod, but a lot of times the walk-in has no memory if the settings are real low. My settings on my pod are real high, so I do remember the previous life, you know. But most people don't, and they suddenly awaken with new abilities, mission focus, or a deep sense of I don't belong here. Okay, a walkout is the reverse. A walkout is an immersed soul leaves either due to mission failure or completion, and the body remains inhabited by a background consciousness.